Korea is the historical favorites for winning the World Championship. 3 titles in a row. SK Telecom 2013, Samsung White 2014, SK Telecom 2015. This year, a Korean team is probably going to take it again, but it's not SK Telecom. This year, the favorites for the World Championship are the ROX Tigers. What makes Korea the favorite region? Discipline. An understanding of the game that hasn't been rivaled by any other region. A dedication to practice that results in the cleanest form out of any other region. ROX Tigers are that, but they're also got their own character to it. Death by 1,000 cuts. That's how the ROX Tigers kill you, with their fangs and their claws. The Tigers are an aggressive team. Thanks to the inclusion of Peanut into the jungle, they've become much more focused around fighting in the early game, diving towers, forcing these skirmishes that they win, sometimes barely, sometimes handedly, and then rolling that into objectives. You could trade 3 kills for 2 against the ROX Tigers, but they took your tower down, so they actually won that trade. That's how this team operates, at a fundamental level. Going through the roster, the ROX Tigers have some of the best players in the world. Smeb is the best top laner in the world. He's proven that. There's no more discussion about this. His rivals have fallen away. There's no one left to challenge him to this title. A dominant laner, a great shot caller, a brilliant flanker, truly someone who understands every facet of the game. Smeb is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Peanut, as we mentioned, is a very aggressive jungler. He seems to suffer from some nerve issues, but hopefully, after finally winning a title with his team and more practice, those nerves aren't going to be an issue. But even if they are, even if he doesn't perform as well as he usually does, he has a team that is going to be able to support him and back him up. Kuro, very defensive mid laner. You're not going to see a whole lot of flashy plays from him, though he is remarkable on a few assassins like LeBlanc. He serves a great role within the team, and he's an excellent roamer. His Talia, in particular, has been great for a lot of the Tigers' global compositions. No one in the world really matches Prey's accuracy with Ashe and Jhin. Perhaps some of the other best AD carries, even particularly ones from China, do, but Prey has this innate ability just to land every Ashe ult that matters. He's a great utility player. The meta is right in his grasp. We've heralded Gorilla as one of the best support players in the world, and though his individual form has slumped a little bit this season, he's still a force to be reckoned with on tank-like supports, and his mage play is also something to be respectable for. He's simply one of the best engagers for the ROX Tigers in the world, and with that, he's going to open up Smeb to be able to fully carry the game. The ROX Tigers are coordinated. You'll never see a team invest more than the ROX Tigers into a single fight. When one of them commits, they all commit. That's what makes them terrifying. Some teams are going to get caught up in second guessing themselves. The ROX Tigers don't do that. If one of them goes in, they all go in. That's how they beat you. They're great at coordinating with global ultimates, with layering their CC chain. Simply, it's some of the cleanest that you'll ever see in the world. The on-server chemistry of the Tigers is a thing of beauty to behold. Now, there is one other Korean team that people will have their eye on, and that's SK Telecom. SK Telecom, though, has the favorite record against ROX Tigers. People are going to point that out, that perhaps maybe SK Telecom is going to serve as a kryptonite to the ROX Tigers, and while the Tigers could perhaps be the best overall, they could still lose to SK Telecom. That said, I don't think that's going to happen at this tournament. The reason for that is people will point to the spring final, where ROX Tigers were dominant and throughout the regular season in spring, but then lost 3-1 to SK Telecom in the grand final anyway. The one thing to keep in mind about that series is the regular season was played mostly through a carry top lane oriented meta. That's Smeb's strength. Whereas with the final, we went to a tank top meta. Suddenly, the ROX Tigers' best player is relegated to a supporting position, and his mid laner isn't going to beat Faker. His dual lane is going to go even with Bang and Wolf, and whether it's in lane or in team fights. So the one win condition, the best, the strongest member of the team wasn't able to play at his best. That isn't happening this time. The world's meta doesn't reek of a heavy tank top lane meta, it reeks of a carry top lane meta. This is Smeb's playground, this is Smeb's field. We've seen him take on Duke, we've seen him beat Duke, and frankly, no one else is going to be able to challenge Smeb as close as Duke, and that's not even much of a contest. So, with all that in mind, the meta is in Rock Tigers' favor. Their coordination is prepared. They're going to be one of the best prepared teams at this World Championship. They've been a scourge to Western teams that they've met. 3-0ing Fnatic in the semifinals from last year's Worlds, obliterating SK Gaming at IEM Katowice in a manner that European teams would then replicate. The Rock Tigers research. They understand their enemy, and then they pick them apart. They truly are tigers on the Rift. They're hunting you. They're after you. And once they catch your scent, they're done. The only way that you're going to be able to beat them is if you can out-skirmish them, if you can punish their greedy, aggressive early game with proper vision, and anticipate with counter ganks, and use globals better than they can. They're a team that you're going to have to step up to. They're a team that you're going to have to recognize their aggressive tendencies and outplay. But even if you do prepare, there's no guarantee that you're going to out-micro some of the best players in the world.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. So if you liked it, first check out Colin at Twitter. He is a great writer and writes for Slingshot Esports right now, so check it out. The link's in the description. Also, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because there will be plenty more of Colin coming. From November on, I'll start to do regularly videos in English, so I hope you enjoy it. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out my other stuff. Everything's down in the description below. So guys, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye. Gracias amigos, see you next time.